Hey everybody, JT Fox here, serial entrepreneur, investor in properties and companies, and the world's #1 wealth and business coach. Today I want to talk about, did you ever wonder how you have people that are so smart yet not successful? Do you ever wonder how people sometimes are not successful and you're saying, how come that person is rich and I'm not? Today we're going to be talking about, as we're here live, logical broke people versus illogical millionaires. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. We are gonna go over the fundamental difference between logical broke people and illogical millionaires. Now, the problem with common sense, it's not as common as you and I think. Do you ever wonder why people are Democrats or Republicans or think one way or another way? We all have a different way of thinking. But success has no logic. In fact, it's actually different for everyone. Now, the destination may be the same: 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, and maybe one day Jeff Bezos, 1 trillion. But in order for you to become successful, think of success as a foundational blueprint. And you're trying to build a house on top of that foundation. Now, for a lot of people, that foundation is not very solid. So when there's a hurricane or a tornado or some kind of event, the house automatically comes down and you got to start over and over again. The idea is a strong foundation, fundamental practices I'm going to go over today is going to be how you should start, grow, and scale any business and think differently. Now, sometimes we like to emulate the way other people think, and you're going to see that it's very, very different. Now, let's talk about a logical way of thinking, right? Your parents, my parents, societies told us, go to school, get a job, and then retire. The age of 65. Now, the problem with retirement is the minute you retire, the definition of retirement is to remove oneself from useful service, right? When you retire, your brain falls apart. But now with people living longer, with cost of things being much more expensive, most people cannot afford to retire at the age of 65. In fact, maybe they got to work till 70 or 75. And so the logic of go to school, right, get a job, and then retire at 65 no longer works. Now, here's one thing. Logically, we should be taught how to make money, finances, checkbook balances, how to save, grow, spend, and invest in schools. At the earliest age possible, the school system ought to teach kids about entrepreneurism, but that's not the case. Same thing if you want to be a real estate broker or a law license. You're taught the law, but they don't teach you the marketing, the branding, getting the clients, which is why so many brokers don't make money, so many attorneys don't make money, and so many people never truly become, because the system is broken. The system, or the logic of the average person, is don't take risk. Play it safe. But if you take risk out, you take the opportunity out. You can never become a true entrepreneur unless you go out there and you take a risk. So, for example, let's go over the logic. If someone came to you or me and said, I would like to start an electric car company, I would like to start a space program and a solar program, I would tell you, and even myself, right, being one of the top wealth coaches and business coaches in the world, I mean, that's crazy. It doesn't work. If someone says to you, I'm going to take my money from this company I just sold and put it all into these businesses and go all in, most people would say, whoa, I made all this money. I'm just going to hold on to it because $194 million is a lot of money. I wouldn't put it into space, cars, and solar. Well, that's what Elon Musk did. And that's why Elon Musk today is worth over $80 billion. Because the logical decision was, don't do these 3 businesses. The logical decision was, once you make that money, don't put it into the company. That is the logical decision. Except Elon Musk became an illogical billionaire. Steve Jobs, when he left and got fired,